Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So North Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On second down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Taylor. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Power football with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Using his feet. The Yellow Jackets are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before. Here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Running game got stuffed on 1st down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Swings it out to the flat. They almost got a 1st down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Tar Heels get enough for the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He fires it out to the right. And he's got it at the tag. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gonna run it. It's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quickly complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. They knock him down right there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 7 over Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll pull it down. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A great catch and run for 6. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar so pleased to send the offense back out. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You can...
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in, week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's right on target. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's got it. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can in bounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw it again. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's looking on the right side. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge way to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Randolph. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. At the 35, he's loose. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special.
Oh, look out! Smashes through the tackle. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, UNC! What a catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together.
Makes the grab on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is.
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly, Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
It's complete. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed on the outside. It's Randolph.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys, but if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Paul, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Off play action on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
I think because of this offense's inability to run the football, I think play action is going to be a little bit trickier and harder for them to now pull off because this defense is just not expecting run, or they're not afraid of their ability to run the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here comes the hurry-up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shot.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Beat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. He makes a catch. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Buys a little time. Throws into the middle of the field. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling.